Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your weekly summation for all the simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are on Sunday the 20th of August 2017 for another episode, and we're going to launch this week into the first of possibly a somewhat controversial decision on the part of Aerosoft. So this week Aerosoft confirmed and announced that they will be charging for updates of their products to prepared version 4. Now, at the end of the day, I'm neither here nor there on this, because simply it's a developer's right to choose what they want to do. I think actually the community's been very lucky that more developers haven't been doing this. But what we've seen this week is we saw that their release of their first P3D version 4 specific product. In this case, an update of their Mega Airport Frankfurt scenery, version 2 scenery. So what they're running with is it, as if you didn't need enough superlatives in the title of an Aerosoft product already. So their version 4 set will be known as the Mega Airport name version number Professional series. So this is what we're looking at. So the first one, as I said, first cab off the rank is Mega Airport Frankfurt version 2 Professional. So this is the P3D version 4 exclusive. Now, so this is coming in at 38 euros, available directly from the Aerosoft store, and will be available from the retailers shortly. Now, if you are an existing owner of Mega Airport Frankfurt version 2 from a previous release for either FS6 or FS9, and you will be able to upgrade to version 4 at a reduced cost. So you'll be able to come into, if you do it via the Aerosoft website, you'll be able to do it for €5 plus tax in your local region. And to do that, you enter in the serial key as from the serial product key from your original version as the voucher code and the store. I'm not quite sure what the process is going to be for those who are upgrading in, for those who've purchased from third-party retailers. That hasn't been sort of confirmed yet. Still having a look into that one. But yes, just be aware that you can get a reduced cost update if you are a pre-existing owner. So it's come out. Not really a great deal has changed. Interestingly enough, I saw a couple of feedbacks. Some feedback from a couple of users who have done the upgrade who were less than impressed, and who sort of said that they didn't really see the airport taking advantage of the prepared version for lighting options that are being that are, let's be honest, the only real major difference between version 3 and version 4. They weren't actually taking advantage of that, which is interesting observation. So yeah, just be aware, upgrade at your own choice and decision. And for more information, head over to the Aerosoft website and the Aerosoft Facebook page. As I said, if you are a new user to version 4 and never purchased Mega Airport Frankfurt before, it's coming in at €38, or an existing owner of it coming in at about €5 for the upgrade price, available now from Aerosoft.com. Alrighty, continuing on with ESP platform releases, but moving over to the other end of the spectrum with FSX Steam Edition. So we saw another in the litany of re-releases for Steam Edition. This time we saw the release of FlightSoft's Hong Kong FSX Live. Now this is a product that's been in the market now for, I think, around about 4 years, 3 or 4 years, I believe they first released this product. And the reality is, it's starting to show its age. So for those who might be too young to remember, and I've just realized that possibly a portion of you watching this will be too young to remember this. You may hear older pilots and other aircraft and aviation aficionados talk about the Kai-Tak approach, or the infamous runway 13 Kai-Tak approach, or the Kai-Tak heart attack, as it used to be known. Kai-Tak is the old airport in Hong Kong, in which used to be a British overseas territory, is now part of China. And long story short, the approach to the runway involved essentially an almost 90-degree turn, to actually get the approach right. What was actually almost a 180-degree turn. Pretty much, it was just stupidly ridiculous. You literally had to fly straight in a mountain, and then you had to get everything right. There was very specific buildings and icons and painted sort of cliff faces to give pilots visual cues. Although it had some instrumentation that's good guidance, it was a hands-on approach. It was not an automatic auto. None of this auto land rubbish that some of you youngsters seem to be obsessed with. No, this was full manual all the way. Now that approach, I flew it as a passenger, and it had to be the most exciting approach I ever did. I was so lucky that I had a wing window seat, and I could look down, and I was looking down into somebody's like into somebody's balcony. Like, it was just absolutely insane. Anyway, I digress completely, getting lost in memories here. This version, as I said, honestly, it is starting to show its age. This is, look, it's not too bad. But for the price tag, though, I really can't recommend this. This is coming in at $50. Which is just quite frankly stupidly expensive for this. Look, it does come with some semi-decent photoreal, a lot of autogen for the area of Hong Kong as it appeared in 1998, when the airport was closed, along with all the markers and the iconic buildings for the area, and also obviously very important ones for the approach. It comes with 41 pre-planned flights and sort of scenarios for you to go through and explore the extended region of Hong Kong and Hong Kong Harbour. But as I said, for that kind of price tag, honestly, go buy yourself the Fly Tampa one. Seriously, the Fly Tampa one is a bit more taxing on your system. That's probably the one advantage that this Flight Soft one does. It's not very taxing on your system, but as I said, the quality does leave a little bit to be desired. And as I said, I really would be recommending the Fly Tampa one over this one. I really would. But if you do choose to get it, it is available on Steam. Currently on a launch discount of 20% off, so coming in at $40 instead of $50. But yeah, just user beware. I really would suggest that. My personal thing, as I said, would be go grab yourself a Fly Tampa one. Just saying. Anyway, but if you do want to grab it, available now on Steam. Alrighty, sticking with flight simulation, but moving on into the world of X-Plane this week. So we saw a couple of releases. The first one we saw was a scenery release from the guys over at Aerosoft, releasing their Aerosoft Airport Bali. So this sort of had a soft launch on their website about a week ago, but it was kept very quiet. I'm not 100% sure why. I've potentially looking at the version number, that looks like there might have been some bugs. But we have seen it now get a bit more publicity on the Aerosoft website, and now available on the Steam edition of X-Plane 11 as well. So this was coming in at $25 or the original equivalent, as I said, either from Steam for the Steam edition, or available from the Aerosoft website if you want to pick it up from there. It comes through some really high detailed aerial photoreal imagery for the airport, down to 0.4 of a meter, very highly detailed and custom airport buildings for the surrounding area, custom airport traffic, and beautiful details of the surrounding city as well, including parts of Denpasar, which is really cool. So yeah, looking pretty cool, looking pretty nice. I like the fact that as I said, it gives you the surrounding area, and looks like they've really worked quite hard to actually make sure that the water textures actually suit the tropical area, which is something that's not there. Also comes with a set of custom static aircraft as well, to make sure that you actually see Garuda Indonesia aircraft there, not something from United. Just throwing it out there, guys. Jeez, seriously, X-Plane, you need to do something about your AI traffic. You really do. Even if you just make your own airlines, like FSX does. Anyway. But yes, as I said, if you do want to go this one, you can either grab. If you do are a Steam edition version of X-Plane user, you can grab this on Steam, or you can grab it direct from Aerosoft at aerosoft.com. As my usual sort of things with add-ons, I'm always very wary of buying add-on content, especially for something like X-Plane or F6 from Steam, just simply because it does limit you in case you do want to roll it back to X-Plane 10 or perhaps maybe the future X-Plane 12. Who knows? But yes, as I said, if you do want to pick this one up, available now on Steam or Aerosoft for $25 or your original equivalent, available now. Alrighty, and continuing on with X-Plane 11, the guys over at Reality Expansion Packs. So I think I don't actually know if that's the company. SimCoders, sorry, that's their name. SimCoders was the company name, so I do apologize. So SimCoders have released their Reality Expansion Pack for the default Laminar Research Cessna 172 that ships with X-Plane 11. SimCoders have been producing the Reality Expansion Packs for various aircraft from various add-on producers for a few years now for X-Plane. Essentially, think of this for those who might be who may not be familiar with X-Plane, or maybe making the jump to X-Plane, or testing the waters of X-Plane from say an FSX and P3D background. Essentially, think of this like AccuFeel, like the AccuFeel sort of updates, the A2A updates to various aircraft. So it actually essentially it renders a whole new level of dynamics and interactions and interactivities with your aircraft. So it actually gives you really more realistic stall speeds and behavior. It actually models the oil system, the injection fuel system a lot better. Fuel flooding, if you don't manage the engine correctly, you will break things. If it's a lot easier to break things. It's more accurate to break things. But one thing that was interesting as well is that I don't think even A2A model is actually model hypoxia, which I thought was really kind of cool. And it gives you the full interactive walk around that you get with the A2A products for the FSX world. So really, really, really cool little add-on. I really kind of like these ones that give you, if you want to take... I hate using the term study level. I really do. I absolutely loathe, hate, and detest it. But if you do want to add that extra little bit of something to your simulation experience, something like the AccuFeel and the A2A products for the ESP family, and something like the SimCoders Reality Expansion Packs are definitely something that you would be looking at investing in. As I said, this one's available now over at the Xplane.org store, coming in at $20 available now. As I said, no additional extras required for this one. As I said, this one is designed to work with the default laminar flow Cessna Laminar Research Cessna 172 that ships with X-Plane 11, and looking really, really nice. So if you do want to upgrade your Cessna 172 experience for X-Plane, have a look at this one, available now. Alrighty, can see okay. I'm doing this because, as I said, this is a release news show, and I will talk about it even if I think it's rubbish. Okay, so this week we saw the release of the Blue Angels Aerobatic Flight Simulator. Okay, it's an iOS port. I can't even. I seriously, I just can't. The fact that it's even officially licensed by the US Navy disturbs the crap out of me. It really does. And at $15, what the actual fuck? Like, seriously. Anyway, I can't. I can't even. I'm sorry, I can't. But look, if you're going to, it's on Steam. You might be better off picking it up for your iPad. But anyway, it doesn't even look like it even supports like a joystick. Like, it'll support like keyboard, mouse, and a Xbox controller, and that's like it. I just can't. I can't even. If you want to get it, it's on Steam. $15. You're nuts. That's it. I can't do it anymore. Moving on. All right. In other simulation release news, so the guys over at Euro Truck Simulator released another one of their tuning packs, or as I like to say, the sort of accessorize, pay money, exorbitant money for accessorizing your virtual truck pack. So this gives you this is for DAF trucks, so it gives you DAF themed items, so everything from number plates, vehicle mud guards, to wheel hub covers, door and window trims, LED lights for your windscreen, and plush toys. All sorts of interesting random stuff that you can put in there. Look, to be fair, you get a whole heap of stuff in there. $4, it's a price of a cup of coffee. If you want something a little different for your Euro Truck driving simulation, just sort of, fluff out your virtual cab, I suppose you can't really go too wrong with it. There are worse things you can spend your money on. And yeah, as I said, available now, looking kind of cool. Like I said, I think the little plush one, the plush truck, kind of cute. It's kind of cute and kind of cool. Anyway, but yes, this one's available now, coming in at $4 on Steam. So yeah, as I said, cheap the price of cup of coffee. Not looking too bad. Available now for Euro Truck Simulator 2. Available now on Steam. Alrighty, moving on with other simulation release news this week. So the guys over at for the Train Simulator World, so they've released their newest route add-on, so which is the Arosa line. So this is a very very scenic sort of alpine sort of landscape, but it's very at the same time it's very challenging as well because it's got very steep gradients and multiple hairpin turns. So you really got to. It's really about controlling your driving your train and your ability as a driver. It will really test it. So going through the Alps in Switzerland, lots of hairpin turns, lots of like steep gradients to go through. So challenges for you going up with sort of the power, and challenges going down to keep everything under control without getting a runaway train. So really fascinating, this one. It also ships with an electric an EMU electric train as well, the ABE 812 Allegra 3-car unit. It ships with that as well. So really kind of cool. Gives a whole heap of scenarios as well, included this one, and looking kind of cool. A lot of detail to go through with the signaling system. Has been very authentically, very detailedly modelled. Over 100 customized models have been included this one, with plus 50 custom bridges and tunnel portals as well to actually like relive the actual area. And what's really cool as well, it's not a historic one either. It's actually a like up-to-date one, including how it actually looks, the station, how it looks with its recent revamp at the start of 2017, and also and animated ski lift models as well as in the distance. So really kind of cool. The train that you get, the features as I said, the 812 Allegra is fully dynamic with the RHB livery, the correct body side nameplates for all 15 models, fully detailed cab including the animated workings of the pantographs, pantographs and sparking features, animated wing mirrors, so you can actually, and driver characters, so you can see, like, actually, it's one of those things that's forgotten sometimes in simulator games, where you're it, so you need a reflection of you at some point too. Sometimes, only sometimes. Yeah, fully compatible with the quick drive scenarios. The train is fully compatible with quick drive scenarios, as well as the series scenery as well. Comes with 7 career scenarios, including a tutorial mission with the train, plus 3 railfan mode train scenarios as well. So looking pretty spectacular. Coming in at $40 the standard route add-on price for this one. Looking spectacular. Forward to expand your European train journeys. Available now on Steam. Alrighty, sticking with public transportation. So this week we saw an update for OMSI 2. So this one was a free piece of content release. Originally this was going to be, as far as I'm aware, this was going to be a paid content, but the developers decided to release it for free. Not 100% sure why, but thanks guys. Really cool to see that you're supporting the community and giving us some freebies. That's cool. Particularly with some pretty highly detailed stuff as well. So this is the Van Hool Generation add-on pack. So this gives you a 12 new buses to be able to take for a spin in your OMSI 2 scenario, which is for the Belgian-based company Van Hool, which gives you various versions of their Van Hool series. So the including the A120, 320, 360, AG280, and AG300. So various sort of elongated, sort of bendy buses and straight ones as well. So 12 different buses are included for this one. This one has been manufactured and designed in conjunction with the actual vehicle manufacturer Van Hool. So you can actually got beautiful detailed liveries and internal modelling custom taken off real vehicles, including a full sound set taken off real vehicles as well. So really a lot of details going on this one. As I said, this is the kind of detail pack that they normally get in OMSI's $20. So kind of give for free is pretty cool for this one. So there you go. I said you can grab this one now from Steam or from their website. Available now for free. Alrighty, and rounding out the simulation release news for this week. So the guys over at Cities Skylines have released their latest piece of content pack, which is their concerts pack. So this is a mini expansion from them, which basically is all about giving So you can actually be able to plan, host, and stage various different genres of music and major events and concerts. And it's the kind of challenge that gives you as well. So it actually sort of goes through. It's not just about getting the stadium. You got to manage the public transportation to get there. You got to manage the crime that comes after it, security. You make sure you got the advertising campaigns. You got commercial districts to take the capital of it. So there's a lot of different things going in and around of it. Adding in new city ordinances as well to sort of actually support the concept with special temporary laws and stuff you can make in, just like you see in the real world. So really kind of interesting. I'm really curious to see how they're going to actually do with this one as well. New music has been added to the soundtrack as well with this one. So the bands, the three of the bands that actually like real life bands that actually were hired to do a lot of the music for City Skylines have made a return. So Nestor, Elijah Motti, and Lily LaRue have actually come back and added in additional music to actually found the live channels for more music for your festival pleasure. So yes, coming in available at $7 US. So quite affordable for the as far as City Skylines packs go. Available now on Steam. Alright folks, well that does round out the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.